Sarah,
earlier.
if
Yeah.
we go to Time of the Zombies, we go back to January. I remember a time when we looked at this game, which was
Yeah.
your first. I think this was your first game review with me, was it not?
Oh, that's the first one we reviewed together. Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
holds something special in your
Oh,
heart.
memories.
Memories. What a great memory
Yeah.
this is. So at the time, I was trying to inform you and educate you on the UI and standard things to look
Mm-hmm.
for, the main menu
Yeah.
for Game Guru games.
Yeah.
I said pretty much all these Game Guru games have these default same things and really
Yes.
bad AI and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. At the time, I believe this game was $6.99.
Um, I
And
don't remember how much it was on there for, but you got the key though.
right.
Yeah.
And so it was $6.99 is the price tag. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
in that review, we spent quite a bit of time with it.
Oh, we
And
did.
we played it all the way through.
Had to edit it twice
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
oh my gosh, how long did we review that game?
We spent
How
over
long
2
was it
hours
we
reviewing it.
recorded it?
2
Yeah.
hours.
That
I
was
had
the
to
first
edit it.
time. Yeah.
And I cut it down to like 50 minutes, I think. And then I later, the next day or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, did another video where I was able to play through it really quickly and put up like a 5-minute video of me beating the game.
Yeah.
And but I remember talking about at the end of that 2-hour video, and you could go to my YouTube channel and look at this back in late January when we reviewed this game. And I remember talking to the developer. You and I both told him that we'd like to see him try again to make another
Oh,
game, not to get discouraged
yeah,
by our
we
negative
did.
review, because it did score an 18% biased.
Yeah, it was bad.
But I did say it's one of the better Game Guru games that I played, even though it was still crap. And
Yeah.
we both tried to encourage him, give him some pointers, and I remember I told him I think he should lower the price to like $1.99, $2.99. And since then, Sarah, the
Yeah.
developer Kessel Game Studio has reduced the price to $2.99.
Yes.
We also encouraged him not to give up and to continue making games. I know one thing I
Oh,
told him,
yeah.
I was like, don't try to improve this game, just leave it as it is, lower the price, move on, preferably do something with a better game engine. Don't use Game Guru game engine again. And I think you told him the same thing in that video review.
Yes.
And now, Sarah, Kessel Game Studio
I know.
has a new
They have
game.
another game.
It
Oh,
just
how
came
exciting.
out
He did
Friday.
it.
And this is
Oh,
definitely
did
not
it?
Game Guru.
Oh,
Gunman.
no, that's not.
Yeah, Gunman is a platforming game, an arcade shooter where you need to
Oh.
complete the levels as fast as possible without dying. There are dozens of levels in the game, each one carefully created to provide you with platforming challenges as well as numerous shooting tests. So,
Oh.
when we look at this game, Sarah, we see it did come out a couple of days ago. It's $3, same price as the other game. This is definitely not a Game Guru game.
Right.
We can tell that, and it looks like maybe a Game Maker or a game or a Unity game. Hard to tell. I did look on Unity to make sure it wasn't an asset flip. If it is an asset flip from Unity, I couldn't find it. So maybe props off. Maybe this developer is actually learning something.
Hey, that would be awesome.
Now, one thing between you viewers and anybody who watches this video later, and you, Sarah, and the developer, if he ever watches this, I want to go ahead before we even buy this game. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and buy this game, support this developer,
Oh, okay.
and we'll consider this my thank you to the developer for actually listening to us, because I believe he listened to us in our first review. He didn't use Game Guru game again,
Yeah.
Game Guru engine again. He did go ahead and use a different engine, and he did lower the price on Time of the Zombies as well. So, much respect for that. However, Sarah, our developer friend Kessel Game Studio made a big mistake, Sarah.
What did they do?
And I'm going to show you and my viewers here what this developer did that is a big, big, big no-no when it comes to being an indie developer on Steam. When you become a developer, you do sign an agreement, and you have a lot of things that you have to agree to, kind of like a big long contract of rules you can't break. Okay?
Okay.
And, essentially, I could go and report this guy and, potentially even get the guy kicked off the Steam platform. I don't want to do that. And I hope that nobody does do that. I hope people give this guy a chance to fix his mistake. So I want to go ahead and offer the developer an opportunity to watch this video and learn from the mistake he did and hopefully never repeat it again. I don't want to see this developer kicked off the Steam platform for doing this, but I do want him to learn, much as he learned with Time of the Zombies and, using a new engine and hopefully, bettering himself. Right. So, when I look at Gunman, which I haven't played yet, as you saw, I just now bought it. It's still downloading down here.
Yes.
When I first found this game earlier this morning, first thing I did was look to see if it had any reviews. Okay? And I see a negative review here. I also see that the game has a total of 3 reviews, 2 positives, 1 negative. All 3 are keys. Okay?
Okay.
I see that 2 key reviews here. Both of these Steam users here have just 1 review. So I'm already thinking, this one has 1,057 reviews. This one's probably a little bit more trustworthy than these. Now, I'm not saying that just because somebody has 1 review, it could be a bogus review. But when you see reviews come in with just a handful of reviews, a lot of times you need to be suspect of those particular reviews. Well, when we look at X Fighter here, and we bring up their profile, we see they only have 6 games. We see that this game here is one of their 6 games. Let's take a look at all their games. Let's see if they, by chance, have played Time of the Zombies. I'm not seeing Time of the Zombies. Let's check it.
Right.
Nope, this X-Fighter guy doesn't have Time of the Zombies, so nothing real big about this one. This guy supposedly played Gunman for 1.7 hours and gave it a positive review. Best hardcore platformer so far. Great controls, music, and levels. Super addictive, and no forgiving. Best ever. When I see stuff like this, I either get suspect it's a fake review or suspect that the guy's just a smartass. So,
yeah.
I don't know about this one. But let's go ahead and take a look at this gamer guy, right? Again, 90 products in an account and 1 review. When I click on this, Sarah, I see that the profile gamer says Kevin Kessels. 4.6 hours.
Why does that sound familiar?
Kevin Kessels. Well, if we go back to the name of the developer, we see it's Kessels Game Studio, right? Okay, so maybe it's Kessels. Could be his mother, could be his father, could be his brother, could be a lot of things, right?
Could be someone with the same last name, but
could be
related.
And again, let's go ahead and look at this again. Kevin Kessels. It says right here under this guy that gave Gunman a positive review. So with a little bit more research, and again, guys, this isn't something I spent a lot of time on this morning. I mean, it literally took me 2 minutes to find this.
Are you sure you didn't? Because this is your thing.
Nope, it didn't take me long at all to find this. So what I did is I went back to the first game, Time of the Zombies, because I had that Kevin Castles in mind, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was a little bit suspicious at this point. What is this guy doing?
Suspect.
Yeah, I was a little bit suspicious, and I'm like, okay, what is this guy doing? What is this guy up to? So I go back to this review, and I'm like, I want to find out the profile for this Kessels Game Studio. So I go to the community hub.
Did he give himself a positive review?
Let's take a look. So if I go to the discussions of Time of the Zombies, Sarah, and I look at this particular thread right here, I see that the developer of Time of the Zombies is named Kevin. If I click on his profile and I click this, Kevin Kessels, Kevin Kessels. So, and remember that this is the developer of Time of the Zombies, who is also the developer of Gunman, and Gunman has a positive review by a Steam user named Gamer, who it says right here is Kevin Kessels. So I think it's hard
Aw.
to mistake. I think it's. I kind of doubt that there's 2 Kevin Kessels on Steam that within a day or so of the game launching, just a random Kevin Kessels gave a
Right.
Kevin Kessels developer a positive review for this game. Yeah. I think it definitely is the same guy. And
Aw.
2 Kevin Kessels, buddy. Developer. I'm not just an indie game critic. I develop games as well on on the Steam platform myself. So I've read over the rules of being a developer. I know what the rules are. Just between you and I, buddy, just between Sarah and I, we're gonna go ahead and pat you on the back. We're definitely not gonna report you. I'm telling anybody that views this, please don't report this guy. What I want you to do,
Don't, guys.
Mr. Kevin Kessels, is all I ask you to do is do the right thing. And on your new game here, go remove this review. I want to see this review removed. Do the right thing and stop reviewing your own games under your alternate accounts. Now, what I'm not telling you to do, Mr. Kessels, is don't go and create more alternate accounts and come in and rate your own games, not giving away your details. Don't do that either. Because if Steam catches you reviewing your own games, you could be completely banned off the Steam platform. And then you've wasted your money, you've wasted your time, and you no longer have the opportunity to sell your games on Steam. So, I'm just talking to you, gamer fan to gamer fan, my friend. Gamer fan to gamer fan, as I know you are. Stop reviewing your own games, bud. And I think Sarah will agree with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, if anybody does any kind of looking at all, like Zax did, they're gonna see that and they're gonna, not want to play your game. So just don't review your own game next time, please.
Well, and it's not only that. I mean, it's just thoughts on Halo MCC. I don't know anything about that, Zyme. Sorry.
Hello, Zyme.
Zim. Not sure. Welcome
Yeah,
to
never heard of Halo, but never played Halo. So.
Yep, I've never played it.
No. Mm-mm.
It's a game I would like to play at some point. But we're going to jump in and we're going to play Kessel's Game Studio, second game. We're going to see if this one's any good. Remember, Sarah, that I have a pretty keen... I've done this a lot. So I'm telling you, Mr. Kessel's Game Studio, I hope that this game feels like to me that you've made your own game. If it's an asset flip, I'm probably going to know. I'm probably going to feel it when I play it. I haven't played it yet at all, but I'm telling you, I hope you didn't just do an asset flip here with a different game engine. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that you've made an improvement over Time of the Zombies with GameGuru. To be honest, it couldn't be much worse, right? So let's go ahead and jump in, Sarah, to Gunman. Also,
and I know it's a platformer game, and I know that's not your favorite. I know how you feel about platformer games. We've had that discussion many times. But be open-minded about it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll try to do it. I mean, I'm honest. I typically don't like platformer games. Couple of things, though, to the developer. First of all, I see you have no controller support for this game. A platformer game like this...
Platformers need controller support.
Yeah, you kind of need controller support. Also, I would think about capitalizing G and M. Both these words probably need to be capitalized. I mean, you don't have to when you're doing something artistic. You don't have to capitalize them. I just think it would look a lot better if you capitalize G and M here.
Yeah, but considering you have it in the little picture with Death and your gunner guy, and it is capitalized, it's just proper grammar.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on there.
All right. So let's look at...
Ooh.
Excuse
we
me.
have a skeleton with a very big axe.
Windowed screen or full screen. Okay. Again, capitalize W here, capitalize F, especially if you're going to capitalize
please.
E as an exit. Just things to help you out, bud. load game or new game. Don't have a whole lot of options here. Also, why is this like not fitting my monitor? There's not a whole lot of monitors. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of monitors that are this size anymore that are square shaped. And there's no resolution options here as well. So not a great first impressions here. But let's go ahead and go into a new game. Let's try to be open-minded, as Sarah said. All right, WASD does move me. Can I move? I cannot move with the arrow keys. Probably want to make it so you can move with arrow keys as well. Some people don't like WASD. Space is jump. And left mouse button is fire. So I have no problem with the controls. I would just definitely tie in the arrow keys as well. Here.
Yes.
Press W to go up the ladder. Okay. And then what is this? I can't do anything there. It's just a statue or something, I guess. Okay.
Well, looks like it.
Alright. Got a sign. Press space to jump. Okay. Oops. Okay. So, no problem there, but you probably want to make sure that you have a, death. Like you evaporate or, you know, something like that if you fall in the lava, not just have you disappear with no sound, no effect or anything. Okay, I'm starting to think that this game...
I'm sorry, the grammar. I'm having issues. I'm sorry.
Press space to jump, or, that's like iron ore rather than ore, or you go dead by the lava. Okay, so this guy doesn't speak English. He's not from America. I get that.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
It looks like that.
He might not be a native native English speaker.
True.
But at the same time, he just might be someone who has exceptionally bad grammar.
Okay. To the developer. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to anybody here in America that has better grammar. If you need help, don't rely on Google Translate.
Yes.
Reach out to somebody for help with this kind of stuff. With, you know,
reach out. Yeah.
Get some help.
Zaxtor,
Anybody.
Myself. I'm GamerGirl78 on Steam. I have a degree in education. I will be more than happy to help you.
There you go.
But this is not setting well with me.
All right. So I don't think this is an asset flip. I do believe this is a game he made himself. So props to him for that. Press left mouse to shoot. Okay, we already kind of figured that out.
Yeah.
All right.
I always have to make the gun sounds. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, he does have sound effects in there for the shooting though, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't shoot over that one.
No.
Okay, we're gonna wait. Oh wow, they got me. Okay. Oh my god, these guys are too good. As soon as I even jump, they hit me. Alright, hang on. Let's see. Is there any way... I can't bounce these bullets off anyway.
No, they don't. Can you...
I thought maybe I could jump behind them while they were moving backwards, but they still shoot me. Yeah, they still shoot me.
It says shoot in the... No, it says shoot in the yellow wall. You were...
I think he's saying shoot this yellow wall to destroy it.
Are you sure?
Oh my god.
Okay, stop for a minute.
This is so hard. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Sarah.
You...
What do you think about Hunt Down the Freeman? I don't know what that is, Zyme.
Oh, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh my gosh, this is...
Okay, when...
Oh, I wonder if I could get up here and shoot her, maybe.
See, that's a good idea.
Ooh, but they...
Can you shoot when you jump?
I can, I think. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of make like a okay. Do that. I was gonna say make it like a staircase.
What if I come up here?
When they shoot, you can go down.
Oops.
And I apologize for my sniffing, everyone in chat. Allergies are affecting me, so if I sniff and sneeze, I apologize.
Hmm.
You can't jump and shoot your safety blocks. Oh, you got one!
I got one.
I believe in you.
This is actually pretty fun.
Yay!
Alright. Got it. If you hit the spikes, you are dead. Okay?
Okay. Death spikes. Luminous says, I hope you check out Island Town Zombie Paradise.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh, well, I'll write it down so I can remember. I can find a pen that works. How many pens that work? Jiminy crickets.
No. There we go.
Alright, Luminous, I wrote it down so I can check
Oh, here's another spike.
on it. But thank you for the suggestion.
Absolutely. Good luck. Alright, I already gotta say, except for the grammar to the developer,
Yeah.
this
So far,
is
so good.
this is already at least 10 times better than Time of the Zombies. I can see real effort put in here. I can see that you've created a platformer, which I usually don't like platformers that much. But this is such a big step, even though the graphics may not be as visually impressive. This is such a big step up from a GameGuru game where you just dropped in a bunch of assets. I don't even care if you got these assets from some kid or whatever, and you made your own platformer. I feel like you've developed this game yourself. I feel like you put effort into it, and high props to you. I mean, really.
Yeah.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here, guys. I mean, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say it's a great platformer by any stretch of the imagination, but I like seeing effort by a developer, especially after their last... Oh. Oh.
Oh, no.
Dang it. This part right here is actually fun. It really is. Dodging their bullets and then trying to hit them. There's a key down there. This is cool. This is, I mean, it is a very novice platformer, but I'm actually enjoying this. No shit, guys. More than I thought I would. This is my first time playing this game, by the way. I just bought it, and I'm actually enjoying this more than I thought I would. So, alright. Not a bad little... If this is your first platformer, not a bad little platformer to start with, man. I think that you need to make these things a little bit easier. Maybe make them miss. Like, you know, throw in a random chance that they miss you sometimes. Because it is a little bit overwhelming, especially on your first, you know, your first level or whatever. I can definitely see people getting frustrated with it. I think what you need to do is, I think you need to make it so they can only shoot when they're going towards you. If they're going backwards, I don't think they should be able to shoot at you. So maybe put that into your AI. If they can't see you, they shouldn't be able to shoot at you. And right now, they shoot at you. Like, I should be able to step down and shoot him from behind. And, I mean, I still got him, but I feel like it would be a lot more gamer-friendly if you just check to make sure the enemy, if they're walking away from the player position, so, you know, if the X position gets further and further away each time, then they can't shoot at you, you know. Would you agree with that, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I got a key so I can open that door. Okay, I got it.
Watch out for the saw.
Uh-huh.
You get hacked in half.
And the skeleton comes all the way over to here. So we gotta be careful of him, too.
Go now. Speak. Go now.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Dang it. So now we have to start all over again. Alright, yeah, I mean... Fun game. I would just make it so enemies can't shoot at you if they're walking away from you. That's all. I think the game would be a lot better if you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. But yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing here, bud. Alright, what I'm going to do, Mr. Kessels, Mr. Kevin Kessels, congratulations on making a much better game. I don't know how many levels you have in this game, but this is so much better than Time of the Zombies. It's not even funny.
Far better. Mm-hmm.
I want to play the game as it is, but I want it to be a little bit easier. I want you to go in and do exactly... You listened to me and Sarah before with Time of the Zombies. You used a different game engine in your next game like we suggested. You also lowered your price at Time of the Zombies like I encouraged you to do. Right here, trust me as a gamer, and make these enemies not fire at you if they're moving away from you. Let's start there and see how that goes. I'll be more than happy to come back and play this game next time Sarah and I get together. Once you make those changes, we're going to jump back into this game. We're going to see how it goes. Right now, I believe the learning curve is a little bit too steep. Maybe make the enemies fire at you no matter which way they're going in higher levels, but to start off with, it's just too hard. It's going to be too frustrating, and I'm already not a big platformer gamer, but yeah, when I'm getting fired at, even before I have a chance to fire myself, it's a little bit too much. But I do like it. It's definitely challenging, for sure. And there might be some people out there that say, no, Zach, leave it as it is, because you're making it too easy, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit too tough right now. But I absolutely love what you're doing with this game. I can tell already that this is a game made by you. And, you know, obviously you might want to make the screen fit widescreen, or at least have an option for this resolution, or a widescreen resolution.
Yeah.
I feel like a widescreen resolution, I mean, it is 2019. This would be fine if the year was 1999 or 2005, but now pretty much everybody has widescreen monitors. So there's no reason that we have no option to make this widescreen. So there is some advice for you, Mr. Developer.
And would you recommend trying to do controllers as well instead of...
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, add controller support. And also, one thing here too is, I mean, your screenshots here, I have a screenshot here, I have a widescreen screenshot here, but this one shows what I just saw. Is that maybe there's a way to make it widescreen that I don't know of. I certainly didn't see that in the options.
Or maybe it's just the level.
Yeah, it could be. I feel like all your levels should be widescreen, because this is you want to make sure your game is what's the word I'm looking for? It's cohesive.
I can appreciate what he has done, though.
Absolutely.
Because he has made this, as far as graphics, as far as how it looks, how it plays. He's making it an arcade style.
Yeah.
Which is what you and I grew up with.
You guys weren't seeing that.
And he's making it, yeah, he's making it like that.
But you have some incohesive... Yeah, this doesn't go...
Right.
Yeah.
And while I appreciate that, and we can, unfortunately, the younger generation is not. And they might not want to play it because they don't feel like it fills up enough of the screen.
Right.
So, but we can understand where you're coming from and appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, honestly, it does look like different levels are different widths.
Yeah, that would be a big no-no in game development. Yep, you don't want to do that. You could have I'm not saying have every game or every... And I know it's going to be a lot of work to...
Yeah, I mean, he's got some work making it do that.
Yeah, what I would do is... I don't know what I would do. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's just all different sizes, types of rooms here or whatever. Very interesting. But I do like the feel of the game. The controls move well. Definitely controller support. Make sure that your game is consistent with a widescreen resolution, I would say. There are dozens of levels of the game, each one carefully created to provide you with platforming challenges as well as numerous shooting tests. Yeah, I would make the AI, at least initially, like the first half the levels or whatever, make sure it's not so smart. I don't think enemies should fire at you when they're looking away from you.
They can't see you.
Yeah, they can't see you. They shouldn't be able to fire at you. It's much the same way if I'm, you know, it's just too smart. But, yeah, definitely put a couple updates in. I'd be more than happy. I won't refund your game. I'm going to be more than happy to come back and look at it and give it a playthrough when you make a couple of updates. Controller support would be great. I had no problem with the controls of the keyboard as well, but I know a lot of people prefer controllers, especially for games like this, so I would definitely look at doing that if you can. And one other thing I didn't notice as well that I would definitely recommend adding to the developer is a score. So if you shoot at enemy, different types of enemies might be worth different points.
That's true.
A score up here would be great. Also,
People like that. People
yeah.
like to see what their score is and how well they're doing.
Also, maybe instead of just starting you over at the, on starting you over every time you die, what about having a number of, so many lives? You have 3 lives and a score.
Yeah,
Just
true.
some thoughts for you. So let's go ahead and wait on the developer, Mr. Kessels, and then Mr. Kessels as well. Remember what I said about, reviewing your own games. It's a big no-no on Steam. It can get you banned, so don't do it. Make sure you erase this review. And when you do, if this is your review as well, like if this is another alternate account, you're reviewing your own game, remember, erase that one as well.
Yeah.
You may not get caught this time. You may not get caught your next review, but eventually you're going to get caught. I have been an indie game reviewer for many years now, and I have seen a ton of indie game developers get banned off Steam for doing exactly this.
Yeah, just be careful.
Mm-hmm. I would remove these, and don't go and make more alternate accounts, because people like myself that review these kind of games, we're already suspicious when we see stuff like this. 1 review, 2 reviews, 5 reviews, and we can read the words of the review, and we're going to get suspicious. So you can't outsmart people that have been doing this and seeing this for years and years and years. You're not going to outsmart us. So be careful. Don't get caught. You're not going to outsmart Steam either. Eventually, you're going to get caught. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. I understand the temptation. I have indie games on Steam myself, so I understand the temptation completely to do that. But it's just not worth it, man. I would never do that. So, the next game I want to take a look at, Sarah, let's go ahead and check out the...